Hello. Oh, there we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. Good to see everybody out there in the digital ether. Welcome to another exciting retailer live stream. It is the first Tuesday of the month, and that means means only one thing. We're going to a local comic book store, a local retailer, where we will get a look at the insides, take a look at their wares, see what they have to offer. And you guys know I say it every stream, every time we do one of these, that local comic book stores, the brick and mortar locations, these are the lifeblood of the comic book industry. And we, as both a company and as an industry, would not be where we are today without the continued support and love of these local stores. That's one of the reasons why we started this initiative as a way to kind of connect with the community, to give back. A friendly reminder, during our sales segment today, half of the proceeds will be going directly to the store that we are featuring here on the stream. And that store, of course, is the Purple Onion down west in West Virginia, Cheyenne. And we've got Alan out here looking like he is ready to go. So I will bring you on and let's start the show. Can you hear me, Alan?
Yes, I can.
All right, fantastic. How you doing today?
Doing great. It's a beautiful day here in Charleston, West Virginia.
All right, very cool. Charleston. Sorry about that. I think I said Cheyenne for some reason.
That's okay.
It's my fault.
No worries.
One of those sea cities in there, West Virginia.
That's correct.
So can you show us around the inside of your store, if you don't mind?
Absolutely. We're located in the Capitol Market in Charleston, West Virginia. We are the Purple Onion. We've been here for about 20 years now at this location. And recently we have branched into merchandise on top of all of our unique foods that we carry, from spices to our gourmet foods over here on this side. We have several kitchen gadgets, candles. We're just a very unique store that you will find the most unexpected items in when you're doing some grocery shopping. So it appeals to all generations, not just teenagers or adults. We have children, and we have, people who are older that enjoy coming in and taking a look around the store, shopping it. And recently, the Capitol Market, where we are located, was given the #4 most unique place to shop in the United States by Eat This, Not That. So
Wow.
it has been really exciting for us here at the Capitol Market and at the Purple Onion. And if you look on this back wall here, we carry an array of bulk foods, from chocolates to nuts to candies, things that you will not find at any other stores. And I think it's what brings people in, because they never know what to expect when they come into this store. And it's what's worked, and we love doing it. Been doing it for 20 years, like I said earlier, and we absolutely love it. We even have our own line of products that we have created with our own private label. And it's been really exciting to add this to our lineup. Now we'll take you over to our merchandise so that you can see some of that, because it's not all about the food items.
Although the food items do look very appealing, I got to tell you.
Thank you. We have some previous copies of comics here available for people to go through.
Oh, wow.
So it brings a lot of excitement into the market here. It's nestled right here beside some of our fruits. So it's one of those unexpected finds when you're shopping here at the market itself.
That is, I got to tell you, I am loving this, Alan. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a store before where it's like, all right, comics on your left, bananas on your right. You can go in, you can get your nuts, get your candy, and wow, that's just very, very cool.
Yeah, we kind of joke around, but not only can you grocery shop, you can come in and grab your lunch or your dinner. We serve lunches here throughout the day. You can sit down on one of the tables, read a comic, and we have coffee shop within the market itself. Grab a cup of coffee and sit around and enjoy things. And the market slogan is shop, eat, and chat. And that's what we've kind of tried to embrace that and take it one step farther. But as you'll see here, we have some of our merchandise out here, our collections. One of my all-time favorites, the Lost Boy movie. Love it.
Nice.
Puzzle. And we've got our omnibuses on down through here, a few of them displayed, along with some 112s and some statues that we have, Star Wars in black and white. We have several more coming in. And then we have some of our favorite covers from Zenescope here displayed as you walk into the store itself.
Sweet. That is a great. Oh wow! And even comment section is chiming in too.
Great. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, no, I mean when you say like, I think you said voted one of the most unique places to shop. I can absolutely tell, just from you walking us around.
Love coming to work every day. It's exciting, and to see the customers' faces and watch them purchase things, and again to hear them say the most unexpected things were found here at the Purple Onion. So we love what we do.
Yeah, but that's like I could spend like my whole Saturday there, like you said yourself, you go in, you grab your lunch, you grab something to read, you finish one issue, you go grab a second, you keep reading. That is fantastic. So what was like the inspiration? Did you always know, all right, I'm going to be doing like local, foods, local like crafts, and then I'm also going to be doing, collectibles, comics, media. How did how were you inspired? How did this come about?
I, Prior to opening up in December of 2003, I was a sales rep, worked for large companies. My heart was always in the local food industry and serving the local people, and literally left a great paying, comfortable job and kind of evolved into this when I opened the store up. It was a very primitive style store. We carry mostly produce, and over the years, we've evolved and met the needs of people here in the local community, and it's just the rest is history. That's all I can say. Each day it changes constantly.
Wow, that's super cool. This is by far one of the most unique stores that we've featured on our retailer live streams. Um, and I just want to quick, I know that this isn't comic related, but I am interested. You had showed some of the food, like I look like the jam and oils. You said you guys make that all yourself?
We have that made especially for us. It is our private label collection, and it's things that we have prided ourselves in over the years, and recipes that we have also created in our own home. A lot of everything we do is made here in store as far as fresh foods, but our private label collection is made especially for us. But most of the pasta salads and salads are recipes I've come up with over the years, and just watched as people enjoy it. And they've been, every item we've had in our case has been a mainstay for 20 years.
Wow. Yeah, this is the definition of a one-stop shop, honestly.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, anytime you're in Charleston, you have to come to the Capital Market. It is an amazing place to shop.
Also, I definitely will. I have been meaning to come out to West Virginia ever since I played Fallout 76. I need to see the real world equivalent.
Absolutely. Come on by. We would love to have you.
I'd love to. And I just got to ask because I'm curious, and I told you in my email, everybody loves a good crime thriller.
Yes.
You had posted on Facebook that somebody had stolen just a few days ago some like Elvis Presley memorabilia.
Absolutely. I had just put this out on Friday. It had not been out. This is another one I had. It hadn't been out 30 seconds, and I just had someone purchase a little over $900 worth of some of our statues, our Star Wars statues. And so I was kind of excited. I was like, wow, all these things sold all at once. So I kind of went to the cashiers and said, hey, who bought the Elvis? And of course, the Dolly Parton sold as well, and the movie poster. Started looking at the cameras. We have kind of narrowed it down to the individual, and we haven't solved the crime yet, but I'm sure they're kind of sweating right now, knowing after the posts they've seen and knowing that, there is cameras on stuff and we see it.
Yeah, and just to fill the folks at home in, Alan had made a post basically saying, hey, we got you, on camera. Here's your opportunity to come forward. We're being the nice guys. We're giving you a chance here. And you haven't heard from him yet?
Not yet, no.
All right. Well, hopefully after this, if you're watching out there, West Virginia criminal, we got your name. We got your number.
That's right. Thank you.
The Zenescope's coming for you. You're going to have to answer to us.
Absolutely. I appreciate that.
Of course, man. Well, I hate for someone to take advantage of such a cool location. And speaking of, do you have any anything coming up soon that you're looking to plug? Anything you want to promote? Any events or community activities at your store?
Tomorrow night we do our annual market mixer fundraiser. Market shuts down at 6:00 and is an event where it's wine and dine, lots of food and drinks and entertainment here at the market for 2 hours. And then every weekend in October, we feature something going on for kids, whether it's pumpkin parties. We do a wizard weekend here at the market, which is huge. And then we kind of catch our breath in November, gear up for December. We do tons and hundreds and thousands of gift baskets that we ship and have people pick up here at the market. And then on the weekends, we have a theme. And one of the weekend themes is going to be a comic weekend here on Friday and Saturday. So we will be bringing in lots more merchandise and be showing people what we have to offer for that unique Christmas gift.
Awesome. That sounds fantastic. Well, I encourage everybody to go and check out. We'll definitely drop the link in our comments section, but check out the Purple Onion online and on social media as well. And one last question for you, Alan. You had sent me an article that somebody locally had done on your man cave.
Correct.
Which I got to say, looking through the pictures, absolutely insane. If you had to pick one of your favorite, like, treasured items within your personal collection, what would it be?
You probably didn't see it well, but I have a very unique Conan sculpture, and it sits on a table by itself. I think it was limited to about 15 of them made, and it's shipped in 3 rather large boxes. And this sculpture is about 24 to 30 inches high and about 20 inches wide, and it's magnetic. You fit it together. I'm not sure that the newspaper showed that one because we were a little leery of too much of the public seeing it. But to say I pick one thing, it's hard because everything in there is a memory and something that I cherish and enjoy, and I love for people to come over and take a look at it.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic, sir. I couldn't have said it better myself. Perfect words to live by, and to hopefully some good words to take away. So, Alan, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us. Thank you to your cameraman for filming. And we're going to go over, see if we can't make some sales.
Sounds great. Thank you for the opportunity. We enjoy it. Love your products, and come on out and shop the store and the market.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much, Alan. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thanks. All right. So that was Alan over there at the Purple Onion. I will post the link in the comment section. Please go check them out. And if you are in the West Virginia area, like I said, I'm hoping to take a road trip out there one of these summers. And I definitely will be adding that to my roadmap. But please go check out the Purple Onion, one of, if not the most unique store that we've ever seen on a street. So thank you so much for that awesome opportunity. And Jason, if you're ready, I'll send it over to you.
First of all, wow, you got to kill the volume, dude. Oh shit, that's okay. First of all, huge thank you to Alan. Huge thank you to his camera person who was filming everything for him. Like Noah mentioned, that easily has to be one of the most unique shops that we've ever done. So obviously not a straight brick and mortar comic shop. It's literally a one-stop shop. Kiera, Jake, and I were talking about we were getting hungry just watching all the stuff that they had in there, from trail mix to nuts to candy to salads to you name it, the produce. I think he said he's been making certain things in there for 20 plus years and so forth for the customers that come in. Just what a unique shop. What an awesome shop. It's just pretty, there's no other way to put it. That's a shop we would love to visit. And West Virginia is not too far from us. I would imagine it's a good 4 or 5 hour drive or whatever. We're going to have to see if we can swing it down there and do some shopping, dude. Just awesome. So Alan is, just to give you a little background on Alan, Alan is a newer VIP with us. He's one of those newer VIPs who's gone completely hog wild crazy with us, like literally in the first couple months of doing business with us. And we could not be happier with Alan. He obviously has an entire wall of Zenescope that you could see there at his shop. And the exposure, I would imagine, that we get because, somebody just, going in to buy some candy, going in to buy a stick of gum or something like that, seeing the comics, seeing the toys that he has and so forth, seeing a wall of Zenescope, and they're like, who the heck is Zenescope? That kind of thing. We can't thank Alan enough So we are extremely, extremely glad to be partnered with Alan. Extremely glad that he collects us, reads us, obviously, and has so much of us in his shop. In fact, I think I'm, again, just really overwhelmed, wowed by the shop itself. All right, without further ado, let's get to some stuff. So first and foremost, if you are brand new to the stream, if you've never watched one of these before, we're going to put some codes on the screen to show you how to buy. If you've never bought from us before, please notate that you have never bought from us before, because what we're going to do is we're going to get you a signed graphic novel for free. It'll get signed by one of our writers, either Joe Bruscia or Ralph Tedesco. I even had Pat sign some graphic novels at the past VIP event that we did. Could be signed by Dave Franchini too as well. So we're going to get you a free signed graphic novel. Please notate to us that you're a new buyer and let us know that this is your first time buying with us. And then also, when you let us know that you are a new buyer also too, please make sure you shoot us an email at vcons, which is VCONS, at Zenescope.com. Shoot us an email. Let us know that, this is my address. This is where you can ship to. This is an email to send me an invoice. Say Paul V, like Paul, I don't recognize your name off the top of my head. I apologize if you're not brand new. If you are brand new, Paul, and you're considering buying, make sure you shoot us an email at that vcons at Zenescope.com and let us know what you're thinking of buying. That type of thing. And Paul, if you are brand new, glad to have you on board. I saw a bunch of familiar faces, familiar names in the stream earlier. Thanks so much for logging on. I'm Jason. I'm your host. That was Noah. I did the interview with Alan. Behind the scenes, we're glad to have Kiera back, and I'm glad to have Jake as well, like always. All right, so without further ado, let's get to our new releases that we're covering. There's a couple of new releases that we had in the past couple of weeks. One that we just got in a couple of weeks ago that was easily a few weeks late. We kept getting, was it Dynamite's shipment? Who was it? We kept getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We kept getting their shipment or whatever from Diamond. We had some cross going with the skids. And although we are fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we can't sell their books. So we're Zenescope. We sell our stuff. All right. So without further ado, let's get to new release one. New release one is Belle the Cursed. There are 4 different options as far as the covers are concerned. And you can also get your covers signed. They would be signed by the writer, who is David Franchini, along with Joe Bruscia, who is the founder and creator of Zenescope, along with Ralph Tedesco. These would be signed by Dave Franchini and Joe Bruscia. Joe can pretty much sign pretty much every single thing that we do. Joe has been with Zenescope since 2005, since inception. Dave came a few years after that. Dave now writes Belle. He writes Grimm. He writes Cinderella Serial Killer Princess. Dave does some editing for us. He's also responsible for putting the cover artists on the books that you see there. So he's the one that's dealing directly with Marissa Pope, with Pierluigi Abbondanza, with Igor Vitorino, with Guillermo Fajardo, and so forth. And hopefully I didn't butcher Guillermo's last name, and I apologize if I did. So if you're interested in new release one, just put new release or NR1A, could be NR1B, could be NR1C. If you want multiple covers, like Stephen Ponsler has there, just put NR1C and D. He doesn't want those signed, so we won't have those done for him. Kyle, good to see you as always, my friend. Neil, good to see you too as well. Neil, I was fortunate enough to meet out in San Diego this past San Diego Comic-Con, although I'm sure I met Neil years before that, because Neil's been buying from us for a long time. It's just I got a chance to. Neil actually introduced himself and said, "Hey, I'm Neil, and I'm the grand prize winner, and I'm the man." And I was like, "Neil, you know what? You're right." So, and again, this is Belle. So in this issue of Belle, it's kind of an interesting issue. It is taking Belle and almost kind of like, I don't want to say it's putting Belle against herself, but it has like Belle basically revealing a lot of her demons from her past, her relationship with her brother and so forth. Her relationship with her mom comes to the forefront. So her relationship with some of her friends and so forth. Belle is our beast hunter. She is comes from a line of beast hunters. Her mother was a beast hunter before her. Her father was former military. She is what we would call local, as she fights mostly in Philadelphia, although she doesn't primarily just dwell in Philadelphia, and that's it. Belle, I would say, is kind of our female version of a Batman. She has these gadgets and so forth. She usually has somebody in her ear and so forth, kind of helping her along, that kind of thing, like an Alfred type person would be for Batman and so forth. And Belle is, again, like, as you can see, just absolutely badass. As you can see by the cover artist, we are extremely fortunate to work with the cover artist that we do. Cover A is Igor Vitorino, who's just an absolutely fantastic cover artist. Cover B is Guillermo Fajardo. Cover C is Marissa Pope. Cover D is Pierluigi Abbondanza. Boy, I love saying that name. So anyway, big fan of all four of the covers. Just put if you want to have them signed. If you don't want to have them signed, you certainly don't have to. Scott, thanks so much for picking up all of them and having them signed too as well. Again, they'll be signed by the writer, which is Dave Franchini, and again, signed by Joe too as well. So just awesome work on the Belle Cursed. And again, it's $5.99 for each of these. The reason why it's $5.99 is a 32-page book. There's 32 pages of content for this book. So it's what we would call an oversized. Regular issues are anywhere from about 20 to about 22 pages. An issue for $2.99, $3.99. This is 32 pages, and that's why it's $5.99. Okay. All right. So that is new release 1. And if you're interested in Belle Cursed, just let us know which book and which cover you're interested in, or if you're interested in multiple, you certainly can. All right. So let's get on to new release 2. New release 2 is one of the books that we were late on, which was Van Helsing, The Horror Beneath. This issue I really dig. It not only has Liesel and then also Julie Jekyll, who basically has the ability to turn into Hyde. But it tells you a lot about their relationship, how they first met, and the bond that they have as a friendship, the love that they have between each other as best friends, that kind of thing. Liesel is basically trying to create a serum to heal Jekyll. She's been wounded or poisoned and so forth, and this poison is kind of like basically taking away her ability to stay Julie, to stay human. It's basically going to eventually turn her into a monster, and she'll just stay the monster, that kind of thing, or it'll just kill her completely in general. So Liesel, who's basically a scientist herself, is trying to create a serum to cure. But the cure problem is it would probably take away her ability to become the monster and so forth. And Julie's not sure she wants to give that up. So she kind of wants to go see all for her own, that kind of thing, to see if she'd like to do so. So anyway, so again, it covers A, cover B, cover C, and D. Once again, also $5.99. It's 32 pages. You can see the cover artists that are right there. If you want to get this signed, it will be signed by Joe and Dave. The reason by Dave did the story along with David Wall and Pat Shand. The writer was Pat Shand. And of course, like I mentioned, Joe can sign every single thing that we do. So again, both those gentlemen can sign. Cover A is Al Baranuevo. Cover B is Julius Abrera. Cover C is Ron Leary Jr. I love that cover. Cover D as in David is Darla Santa Cruz. I'm also a big fan of that one too as well. So again, some awesome some absolutely fantastic covers there. Once again, 4 brand new cover artists. If you saw the Belle, the Cursed, or whatever, there was 4 different cover artists there. This same thing, 4 different cover artists too as well on these, and these are only $5.99. We like to think that we put a lot of our best cover artists on even our regular issues. Darla Santa Cruz, Ron Leary Jr., Pierre Abundanza, Julius Abrera. Again, we put our exclusive cover artists, our guys that do our limited print runs, guys and gals, I should say, guys and gals who do our limited print run stuff on our regular issues, because they do so well with the regular issues. They do so well with the variants too as well. The exclusives, the limited print run stuff too as well. I can see you guys taking advantage of those. So that is new release number 2. Let's get to a couple of graphic novel deals that we want to do. Kiara actually talked me into doing some $5 graphic novels, and I'm excited that we did. Thanks so much, Kiara, for that. So the first one I want to cover is Fly and Fly the Fall. So this is volume 1 and volume 2. I brought them in down here, and I don't even need them. So there's Fly and Fly the Fall. So first of all, Fly, the cover for, actually, I know why I brought it now. So Fly, the cover there is Ebass. That's Eric Basaldua. Fly the Fall, that is actually a cover by Ali Garza. So Fly is kind of a really interesting story. What's great about these 2 graphic novels is, first of all, you're getting both of them for $10, okay? If you only want one for $5, just let us know. Maybe you already have Fly, maybe you already have Fly the Fall or something like that that you picked up at a flea market or a comic shop or what have you. But if you want either one of them for just $5, we can do that too as well. So Fly to me is just an awesome story by Raven Gregory. Raven's one of our writers. What's great about Fly is it's kind of a little bit of a drug addiction story. It's about two boys. One boy introduces his friend to Fly. Fly is a drug that gives you the ability to fly. Hence, you kind of feel like a superhero. They wind up flying around, having a great time and so forth. That second boy that he introduces the drug to, then introduces it to his girlfriend. His girlfriend then becomes addicted to Fly. She'll do anything to get more and more of that drug. And that's where it kind of turns dark, kind of twisted, like we pretty much do with everything that we do. There's almost always a twist. There's almost always a dark side and so forth. She becomes addicted to the drug Fly, and it gets kind of violent, gets kind of crazy from there. Fly and Fly the Fall, also, first of all, both fantastic reads. Another thing I wanted to point out that's in Fly is it has the old covers for Fly in the back of the book. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the older covers, and I can tell you right now, some of these covers are just absolutely banging. I do want to show you a few. All right, so that's the eBass that's on the cover. This is a cover by Archerm, Stanley Lau. If you're not familiar with Stanley Lau stuff, Stanley Lau is absolutely killing it with Supergirl right now. Stanley Lau is one of the cover artists that we were just absolutely fortunate to work with in years past. Here's an incentive cover by Tyler Kirkham. You may be familiar with Tyler Kirkham. He actually wrote the Frankenstein one for us, which was that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Van Helsing Frankenstein?
No, no, man, I'm drawing a blank on the book. Anyway, that's the Ali Garza there. I'll see if I can think of it. It's basically like a Frankenstein that he creates type of character for us. This is Derek Robinson. Again, all these covers are all in the back of the book for $5. What's that? Screwed. Yeah, it is Screwed. Yep. Yep. Thanks, Abby. Yeah, Tyler Kirkham not only does covers, but he also is a writer too as well. So again, here's a phenomenal Fly issue cover by eBass too as well. That's in the back of the book. That's another one of my favorites of Eric's. There's another Derek Robinson that you see on the opposite page too as well. Michael Garcia, and then another by Tyler Kirkham too as well. Again, so just putting all those cover art single issues in the back of the book, which is really awesome. And again, some absolutely phenomenal cover art on Fly. Fly the Fall, I'm not certain if the covers are in the back of the book on that one. They are actually. There's quite a few in that one too as well. All right, and there's one by David Mack. Some really cool stuff in there too as well. And again, Fly is a good standalone story. Just the 2 volumes that you see there. I don't believe we're going to do any more continuation for Fly. At least I know we don't have any plans to. There's an Ali Garza. That was a hot cover for Fly the Fall too as well. Mike Tabalfo is the nurse right there. There's another Ali Garza there. And again, all these covers are all in the back of the book for $5. That makes it a steal of steals. All right, so if you're interested in Fly and Fly the Fall, it's just $10 for the combo there. Try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at the Purple Onion. We were talking about how that was going to go, this interview with Alan. Like, we were really wondering what was going on because everything that we looked up online was showing us like produce. You know, everything was showing us like, you know, the salads and the veggies and the fruits and so forth.
Which all looked terrific.
Which all looked terrific. But we were like, where are the comics, dude? But Alan, huge kudos to you and your shop, man. We just had an awesome time with that. Thank you so much, man, for doing that. Alan, can't thank you enough. And again, for the exposure that you're really giving us in a unique shop, just a very different type of shop, like Noah mentioned. Definitely one of the most unique shops we've ever done a stream with. Extremely fortunate to be doing business with the Purple Onion. All right, so that is Fly and Fly the Fall, and again, just $10. And that's those graphic novels for 2 for $10. So definitely getting a steal there. Try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at the Purple Onion. All right, next up I have Code Red and Red Agent. We're doing a graphic novel sale, dude. So again, also a 2 for $10 deal. You're getting Code Red, which is written by Pat Shand. You're getting Red Agent, which is written by Lou Iovino. So our Code Red or a Red Agent character is almost like a female, I want to say almost like a female James Bond for us. She works for Hybro Corp. Hybro Corp is basically a corporation that is, almost kind of like a shield. They're trying to prevent supernatural beings, trying to prevent different beasts from taking over the world and so forth. And they would hire Red Agent to do so. Red Agent is now kind of branched off into her own character and so forth. I wouldn't say necessarily she works for Hybro Corp still. But not only is she our Little Red Riding Hood, but she also has the ability to turn into the wolf too, which makes her absolutely badass. And then same thing as the Fly. You're going to find a lot of these covers for the single issues in the back of the book. Also indicate whether you want to have these signed. These would just be signed by Joe. Dave wasn't doing any writing or editing back in these years and so forth when we released Fly and Fly the Fall. Here's one by Talon Caldwell. I'm a huge fan of Talon Caldwell. I've met him a couple of different times at different shows. That's Pasquale Colano on the opposite side. Here's another Ali Garza. Here's a Murat Michaels too as well. We found out Murat's going to be doing New York Comic Con with our good buddies at Hot Flips. And if you want to meet Murat, I think Murat does monsters like nobody's business. Murat is just an absolutely exceptional cover artist. Here's Giuseppe Cafaro. Then on the side is Pasquale Colano. We met Giuseppe Cafaro at a London convention many years ago. There's Ali Garza and another Talon Caldwell. This is the Talon Caldwell here, and this one's the Ali Garza on this side. And again, a lot of the single issue covers are all in the back of the book for $5. These are an absolute steal. Here's a Stephen Cummings, Jamal Igle too as well. Again, just a phenomenal cover work. And the story is really phenomenal too as well. Here's a Martin Abel that I'm a huge fan of. Martin Abel cover that I absolutely dig. This side right here. All right. So again, that's Code Red. And then Red Agent, same thing. It's going to have all these single issues in the back of the book. A lot of those single issues. This one has some covers by Sabine Rich, which I'm a big fan of. And then I don't want to mispronounce his last name. It's Cow. I have no idea. Anyway, that's it right there. So kind of gives you the reason why I call her like a female James Bond. Again, kind of you can see it right there. Basically, has a James Bond feel to it right there. There's another Talon Caldwell, big fan. And then let me see if I can show you the Sabine Rich covers, because Sabine did a few in this. There's the Sabine right there. Sabine's just an absolutely fantastic cover artist of ours. Sabine is just, she's absolutely fantastic colorist too as well. But Sabine doing some absolutely fantastic work on one of those Red Agent covers. Big fan. All right, so again, if you're interested, there's a Deacon Black. Big fan of Deacon Black stuff too as well. This is Deacon Black here. Okay, so again, a lot of those single issues are in the graphic novels. And again, at $5 each, 2 for $10, they certainly are a steal. Try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at the Purple Onion, dude. All right, let's get to everybody's favorite segment. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Please don't put book one into the notes. Book one is not going to get you the variants that we're going to be talking about. All right. If you're interested in the very first book that we're doing, the code that we're looking for is Halloween. All right. It is the month of October. There's a cover by Ivan Tao. So right there, this is our October Diamond Bronze cover for just $10. If you put the code Halloween into the notes, you're going to get Grim Fairy Tales issue 76 cover E as in Edgar. Please put Halloween to the notes, just like Mike Mullen did, just like Chris Franklin and Neil Veray. Harlan, good to see you, my friend. Robert Pete, good to see you as well. Abby, Carol Nadeo. Carol, we love you very much. Thank you so much for always joining us like you do. Halloween is the code that we're looking for here on this book. This is a 500 print run. We're doing it for just $10. We're going to be doing about 20 or so books or so forth. We're going to try and keep it to around 20. So if you do miss the list, we apologize. But the reason why we're only doing 20 of these is the rest of these books tend to go to the shops that are part of our Diamond program. These Diamond program shops basically are buying 5 of every cover or 3 of every cover in order to gain access to these variants and so forth. We don't like to sell a lot of these ourselves, hence the reason why we're limiting it to 20. We want to make it limited to these comic shops that do buy our books, that are forced to buy our covers and so forth, so that way they can gain access to these Diamond, bronze level or silver level or gold level tiers and so forth. They're able to sell our books. They're able to carry some of these Diamond books. If you're looking for a local comic shop that is close to you that has some of these Diamond books, shoot me an email and I'll see if I can hook you up with a shop that's close to you, or at least somebody that does it online and so forth. And maybe you can get some of these older Diamond books and so forth. We do tend to bring our Diamond books to the VIP events. So if you're not a VIP, but you're thinking about going to a VIP event, there's definitely a big incentive to doing so. All right, so we're looking for about 20 buyers on Halloween. And I'm going to give Kiara a little bit extra time to go ahead and write down the names. Looks like she's ready to rock and roll. All right, so that's awesome. Thanks so much for buying that book. Again, keep in mind, half of the proceeds going to our good friends at the Purple Onion. All right, the second book, the code we are looking for is Witch, as in Witch's Brew. All right, Witch. All right, Witch. It's a cover by John Royal, as you see right there. This one's $20. This is our silver level cover. It is also Grim Fairy Tales V276. If you're interested in Witch, just put Witch down. Mike Mullen, I'll accept with. Please note that we're trying to get Witch. All right. What was that one? My kid loves. Oh, Carol, thanks so much. That's awesome. Thanks so much, dude. Carol, I'm looking forward to the next convention that I do catch up with you at. If it's San Diego next year, it's San Diego next year. But hopefully we'll catch you on the East Coast one of these times. Carol, thanks so much for always. So Witch is what we're looking for here. Wanted to kind of keep like a Halloween theme going on. So Witch for $20. Again, a cover by John Royal. Do I have to say it? This is easily one of my favorite John Royal covers I think I've ever seen. This is absolutely badass, John Royal. John Royal has just been absolutely killing it. John Royal's got a little Jamie Tyndall, little J. Scott Campbell feel to him. Just absolutely killing it. If you went to our past VIP event, you got a chance to meet John Royal. Just an exceptional young man. Just an absolutely fantastic find by Zenescope as far as getting John Royal to do exactly, Antonio. John just made a point to talk with everybody at the VIP event. I think, I don't know, he probably recognized me from a stream or something like that. He was like, "You're Jason." I was like, "You're John Royal." And he was like, "Yeah." And then I went over and I just started talking to him prior to the event getting started and thanked him because we just couldn't thank him enough. He's just an absolute professional. Just like Antonio said, enjoys absolutely what he does. And John is just exceptional at what he does. If you missed this past VIP event, you missed a lot. We had Sun Kamanaki, John Royal, like I mentioned, Elias Chadzutis, Mike DeBalfo, Anthony Spey. It was really just an awesome time. If you're interested in the VIP event in the future, please look up Zenescope.com, look up VIP, and you'll see the value to becoming a VIP with us. There it is right there. In order to become a VIP, just go to Zenescope.com. A lot of the people that I'm seeing in the stream, Enrique, Antonio, Georgia, Steven, Scott Cookson, Jim Conway, Abby, Carol Nadale, they're all VIPs. They'll make a testament to how awesome a program it is. And you see all the advantages to becoming a VIP. Alan Hathaway, who you saw earlier from Purple Onion, is also VIP with us too as well. He's one of those shop owners who's a VIP with us. We love to do our VIP events. We love to do stuff that's really cool for VIPs. Again, yeah, like Antonio mentioned, VIP basically pays for itself with the birthday books that you get. You get a free birthday book every single year in your birth month. If you were born in the month of February, next February, you'll get a VIP book and so forth. And every single year, you'll get a new one for the rest of your existence as being a VIP. And as long as you're collecting us, you're going to be a VIP for life. It's a one-time fee, that kind of thing. All right. That's a little bit more about VIP. All right, let's go to the third book that we're doing. This one we're looking for, the code is Goblin. All right, Goblin as in Green Goblin. All right, this is our lace cover or our gold issue. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's $40. It is still Grimm Fairy Tales 76. It's cover G as in girl. Goblin is $40. It's another cover by John Royal. Looks pretty similar to the one that we just showed you that was only $20. This one's only a $199 print run, and that is why it is $40. Again, John Royal just doing an absolutely fantastic job on Goblin on the gold cover that you see there. This is our October diamond cover. We're going to be limiting this to about 10 people. So try and keep in mind, if you don't make the list for Goblin, try and keep in mind all these books go to the stores that are part of our Diamond Retailer program. One of the reasons why we don't put these on our web store is, again, these books are meant to be for the shops that are part of this Diamond Retailer program. Is an advantage to them to have these books, us not having them themselves, and that way they can make plenty of money on these books and so forth as they sell our regular issues too as well. All right, there's the link to become a VIP if you're interested. If you're interested in VIP bronze membership, please go ahead and go to the link. Again, it's a lifetime membership. It's $99. You're getting 2 free books with becoming a VIP. You're getting access to VIP only books. You're gaining access to the VIP streams that we do. Speaking of which, we will have a VIP only stream this Thursday. So not tomorrow, which is Wednesday, but the day after that. I believe it's going to start at 6 p.m. We're going to have some really cool books for you, some really good stuff, some really good deals too as well as we prepare for New York Comic Con, which is the following week. Noah, myself, and Jake are going to be going up to New York. We're going to be setting up on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then staying up on Wednesday night and rocking the show on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's up next week. Will be New York Comic Con. But if you're interested in becoming a VIP, head to Zenescope.com and take a look at the link, and that should give you more information about it. All right, the fourth book that we are looking to do is our platinum level. This is $75. It is Onion, as in the purple onion. All right, that is our Z-rated. It's not exactly a completely topless cover, but it's sheer, as you can see right there by the bar. Onion is $75. Try and keep in mind, Gary, we're not doing the print just yet, darling, but we'll get there in a second. Onion is $75. It's a 99 print run. Normally we do our 100 print runs or 99 print runs for $100. So to me, it's $75. Certainly a steal there. Again, we're only doing about 5 of these. So if you don't make the list for this, I apologize. But once again, we're going to try and keep it to a hard 5. Because again, these books, again, tend to go to the comic shops that are part of the Diamond Platinum program that we have. This is 2023 October. It is also Grimm Fairy Tales cover 70 or issue 76. It is cover H as in Henry. Another John Royal. Gary, that's all right. We still got the print. We got the print for you, darling. Don't worry about it. You haven't missed anything. The other thing is too, Gary, is if you're interested in new release 1 or new release 2, what you can do is rewatch the stream after it's over and shoot us an email at that VCons, and we'll see if we can get you hooked up if you're interested in the graphic novels too as well. Okay. So let's get actually to Gary's favorite item. It's the print. So try and keep in mind the print is an 11 by 17. This is an 11 by 17. It looks an awful lot like a book. It is not. It is an 11 by 17 print. I don't think I have any prints. No, I don't have any prints here. Otherwise, I could show you the. Oh yeah, we do. All right. So I can show you. I can show you the size of a print. So again, a print would be 11 by 17. It would be this bad boy right here. This happens to be a Go Birds print. All right, dude. I don't know if you noticed, but the Eagles are 4-0. The Cowboys are 3-1. They lost to some crappy team named Arizona, something like that. Anyway, my point being, the Eagles are 4-0. The print is 11 by 17. You're getting the purple onion logo that you see there. It is the John Royal cover that you see there. It's $30. The print is limited to 25, meaning there's only 25 made of that print. And if you're interested in that print, just go ahead and put it into the notes. Just put print or print 1. That works. Gary, thanks so much. That works. Taylor Swift is taking over. The Swifties are taking over as far as football is concerned. I understand like Travis Kelce's jersey is now like the number one selling jersey, and Kansas City's raised their ticket prices because you might get a chance to spot Taylor Swift at a game, something like that. It's Taylor Swift mania has been taken over. It's like the first thing they talk about when they talk about Monday Night Football is Taylor Swift. Where's Taylor Swift? When Kansas City was on the Monday night game, it's basically a Swiftie mania going on right now. So that is the print that you see right there. If you're interested in Joe, the Niners are looking really good. Niners looking really, really good, dude. Christian McCaffrey, the one league I was in, Christian McCaffrey lasted right until the pick right before me, and I was kicking it. I was losing my mind that Christian McCaffrey actually lasted the 7th pick. The guy just scored 4 touchdowns in a game this past week. I don't know how people take 6 different players over Christian McCaffrey. That's some bad drafting to me. So anyway, Christian McCaffrey lasted literally to the 7th pick when he's, to me, should be a top 3 pick, top 4 pick all day long. Anyway, Niners are looking really good, dude. Eagles are about to be 5-0 too as well, Joe. Put the money down on it, dude. We're taking on the Rams. We're gonna take over that stadium. So if you do watch the Eagles-Rams game this weekend, make sure you listen to how many Eagle fans are at the game versus how many Rams fans are at the game. All right, there's gonna be a lot more Eagles fans there. Also, let's get to the last item. The last item on the docket is our special pack. This is basically 3 Z-rated books, $300 books for just, oh, dude, look at that. A little Z-rated where you spelled it out all the way across. Dude, I like it.
It's a special pack. I wanted to meet the books.
Look at that, dude. Z-R-A-T-E-D. All right, so now you know when I put the ED on a book or something like that, why it's ED. All right, it's basically taking the last 2 letters. All right, so if you're interested in this Keith Garvey pack, this Keith Garvey deliciousness, this Keith Garvey phenomenalness special pack, it's $250 for the pack. If you're interested in that, you're getting all 3 of those books: Grim Fairy Tale 70N, Cindy versus Queen of Hearts 01F, the Grim Fairy Tales May the 4th issue 2023 cover I. You're getting all 3 of those bad boys. What is it again? Someone's looking for promotion. Again, if you're interested in those bad boys, all 3 of those books basically be $250. You're saving yourself about $50 on the pack. Try and keep in mind also half of the proceeds going to the Purple Onion, our good friends there. All right, so last couple of things I wanted to mention to you. Again, not tomorrow, Thursday, we're gonna have a VIP only stream. We're gonna be sending you a link for the VIP. Please give Facebook permission to use your name prior to logging on to the stream, okay? We run into this problem every time we do it, all right? If you do not give Facebook permission to use your name, you come up as Facebook user 1, okay? All right? You need to go to Facebook and give Facebook permission to use your name on the stream, so that way we can see you as Stephen Ponzo. That way we can see you as Chris Franklin. That way we can see you as Kyle McLaughlin, and so forth. Gary, all right? Make sure you give Facebook permission to use your name, so that way you don't come up as Facebook user. I can tell you right now, I am not going to wait too long for all the Facebook users. All right, I'm gonna say it a few times, and then I'm gonna cut you off. All right, I'm gonna be done. All right, and if you don't get your books, there's a reason why you don't get your books, dude. It's because you haven't given Facebook your permission to use your name. All right, we're gonna talk about it too when we come on the VIP event stream on this Thursday. That's gonna be 6 p.m. Eastern. Is it 6 p.m.? Yeah, it's 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. and then we're gonna go to about 8:30 or so forth. We're gonna have an absolutely fantastic time at the VIP event stream. We're gonna be rocking out the Philly books from this past Philly VIP event. Maybe we'll have some new surprises for you guys. You have to tune in to see. It's gonna be an absolutely fantastic time. Past that, this Thursday, and then we're gonna have New York Comic Con. If you guys are interested in going to New York Comic Con at the Javits Center, first of all, it's an absolutely fantastic event. It is the largest comic convention in the United States, is Comic-Con. San Diego is bigger, I would say, as far as overall area, but there are more people that go to the Javits, more people that go to New York Comic Con to go to see New York Comic Con. First of all, it's an absolutely fantastic venue. Is the Javits? They finally fixed the Javits where it's it's in a lot better shape. I don't want to talk about the parking. The parking's not that great, but as far as the Javits goes, the Javits is in a lot better shape than it was 3 and 4 years ago. And if you've gone to New York Comic Con before, you know exactly what I mean. So that is New York Comic Con. I think that's pretty much it. We'll have a movie night stream. That'll be later in the month of October. We'll give you a date on that. We'll be doing another store stream the very beginning of November. As always, I think we're also doing a comic convention in November. Myself, Dave, and Ralph, I believe, are going to Columbus. We're going to be going to Galaxy Con. I think that's very early on in November. If you guys are interested in take a look at some of the dates on that, we'll put it on our social media too as well. So last but not least, I want to say a huge again thank you to Alan. Again, one of the most unique shops I think we've ever done a stream with. I want to say a huge thank you to all you guys. Thanks so much for being here with us. Thanks for grabbing the books that you did. Half of your proceeds are all going to go to the Purple Onion. All right. Thanks so much for doing that. Thanks to Kiara for writing down the names. Thanks to Jake. Thanks to Noah for doing the interview, doing all the banners and doing all the setup like you normally do. And we're out. Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the